our binder. Okay, so we're gonna open up the binder. I'm sorry, Sawyer, if you're watching this because I forgot to record the grammar lesson. But if you need help with the grammar, just let me know and I can go over that with you. But we just finished sharing the Asian table. Oh yeah, we need to put away Asian table first, huh?
Oh,
Hold on. Asian table. Let's put that away first. The yellow page here, there's a couple of yellow pages. Oh yeah, I also forgot something else. Let's look at this one really quick. We got to add something because we already are adding another dress up. On this, you should have,
oh, why?
remember, you should, oops, I turned off the wrong one. There we go. This should say ly adverb, but the number two is who, which. We're going to start doing that one now, clause. Who, which clause is next. And I think that's it. There's those two this week. Yeah. And then after you write who, which clause, this yellow page goes behind stylistic techniques tab. So look at your binder toward the back, the one that says stylistic techniques. Put this yellow page back there. Make sure you open the rings with the tabs and stick it in there.
Like, do I do both the yellow pages?
Just this one.
Or,
The
or
other yellow pages, the other yellow page goes in a different spot. This one goes in stylistic techniques.
or
So
this
you
one?
can do that one first.
I'll put my Asian table away.
You're, and then this yellow page, this one goes behind model charts and outlines. Okay, so this one is an outline. So put it behind model charts and outlines. That's where this one goes, but this one is stylistic techniques. See how it says that on the paper right here?
Oh, I
That's
see.
the tab it goes on.
Okay. So
Okay.
this
And then
guy,
the rest of your stuff for Asian table can go in a finished folder, one that you
okay.
already did. I mean, where you're, sorry, I'm not making sense. Put away the rest of the papers in your finished folder, the stuff that has all your finished stuff in it. That's where that goes. And then you're going to get out week 3, which is called Chuck Wagon Grub. This is week 3. This is behind the source text tab at the front of your binder. It's only 3 pages, so that's the good thing. So just 3 pages for week
Where
3.
did this one go again?
Which
Oh,
one?
this, okay. You see it?
I can't.
I just need to take my background off.
Lizbeth?
Where did I put this one in?
That one, Lizbeth. Oh yeah, both of you were talking about this one, huh? That one goes behind model charts and outlines. See how it says the word
Model.
outlines here? So it goes behind model charts and outlines.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Right here.
Okay.
Model charts and outlines.
Did you already put those away, Malia? Or did you have a question?
How many pages is week three?
Week 3 is just 3 pages. It's nice.
Okay.
Page
Which one?
31, 33, and 35. Yeah, it goes with that one. You're right, Lizbeth. That is also behind model charts and outlines.
Okay, and for the stylistic techniques, or do I just leave it?
That one, the stylistic techniques goes behind stylistic techniques tab.
Okay.
You see it back there? Put it behind that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see it. Thank
Okay, you're welcome.
you. Done.
All right, so you should get week 3, and you need 2 pieces of lined paper too. So get week 3 and then 2 pieces of lined paper for today.
It's very funny. It's like week three. It's like week three, page three. Three paper.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, huh? Week 3, and it has 3 pages. Must be lucky number 3 today, huh?
Three.
Did you get 2 pages of lined paper already, Jonah?
Yeah, I have a notebook right here.
Okay. So you got two of that. Okay, so give me a thumbs up when you got your stuff. You also need a pen today. So make sure you have a pen
No
to write with.
pencil.
Pen like
Oh,
this.
pen.
So you know
The
how
ones I
sometimes we use
memorize.
pen?
Oh, no, I know where a pen's at. Hold, be right back.
Okay. Because what we're going to do is read the passage, we're going to make an outline, and we're going to start writing your paragraph today. So you're going to write two paragraphs this week for homework. All right. And you got your stuff all there, Malia? You're ready to go? Oh, you're still working on it. Okay, that's okay. Week 3, 2 pages of line paper and a pen. That's what you need right now.
I have a pen with an eraser, but it's actually a
Okay.
pen.
Okay, that's cool. You can use that. Let's start by putting your name on one of the pages here of your line paper. And today is 9/24/25. Go ahead and write that down. The name of the article today is called Chuck Wagon Grub. Have you guys ever heard of Grub before? Maybe you've heard of Grubhub. Have you heard of Grubhub? That's an app on your phone. If you know how they have like Uber Eats and Grubhub, those are apps where you can order food and then they deliver it to your door. So grub is another word for food, basically. So we're going to call this Chuck, and you can skip a line here, Chuck Wagon Grub. Oops, there we go.
No.
That's the name of the article today, Chuck Wagon Grub, and we're going to build a KWO. You guys know what that is now. I mean, we've done a lot of these. Okay, it's two big paragraphs. So skip a line and I'll give you time to catch up, but put Roman numeral 1 and then we're going to do 1 through 9. Make sure you make it nice. Oops. Make sure you make it nice and neat here. 4. And then you're going to skip a line and do Roman numeral 2, and this one has 7, and I'll stop so you guys can catch up, okay? There. Give me a thumbs up when you got that.
I'll try to make sure that I do not mess it up, like for the the Asian table one because I
Okay.
accidentally messed it up.
Oh yeah, yeah, try not to mess this one up.
2,
We'll make sure
3,
to use Roman numeral
4,
1. I think that's what happened
5,
last time.
6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm scared because my erasable pen didn't work, and now I have a non-erasable pen. So if I mess up, there's no going back.
If you mess up, it's okay. You can draw a line through it, you can fix it. We'll make sure you can do that.
Two,
It's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Lizbeth, you're
6,
ready?
7,
Cool.
8. I just got done.
Okay, good. Did you do 9 on this one and then 7 on this one? So we have two Roman
I just
numerals
need
here.
cross. I just need cross out the 9 and 8, bruh.
Oh, yeah, for the second one. Okay. Now let's look at the actual passage right here. Chuck Wagon Grub. Does anybody feel like reading it today?
Uy,
Passage?
uy.
All right. How about Lizbeth do the first paragraph and then Jonah, you can do the second paragraph. How about that? Cool? Okay. So Lizbeth is going to start and you guys follow along while she reads.
Cowboys in the Old West were tough, driving their herds long distances. They often lived on the trail. Cowboys had their own words for things. Cows were called critters. A ratty was another
Waddy.
name.
Huh?
Waddy was another name for a cowboy. Food was called chuck, and it was carried in a chuck wagon. Cowboys ate mostly beans, beef, and sourdough bread. Sometimes they had a little dried fruit and a few vegetables. It was a hard life, but they survived. There were a few fat cowboys.
Good. Okay, before you start, Jonah. So let's talk about a couple things here. Driving their herds. So they usually had cows with them, sometimes sheep, and those are in herds. That's a group of cows or a group of sheep. But it says driving their herds. So cowboys, there's no horses in this picture, but there are horses. They usually do have a horse with them, and they ride their horse behind the herd because then it pushes them forward. So that's what they do when it says driving their herds. They get behind them on their horse and then it makes them move. So that's what that means, okay? And then there were a few fat cowboys. That's kind of funny, but they really do a lot of work out there and they're either riding their horse or they're walking or they're working on something. So they don't gain a lot of weight because they're lean, right? They're always working and they only eat beans and meat and sourdough most of the time. Okay, go ahead and pick it up from here, Jonah, starting with one of the special.
Okay. One of the special dishes that cowboys might enjoy eat was called son of a gun stew.
Yes.
There are many variations of on this recipe, but all all agree it must be cooked in a Dutch oven. It could contain one or more of the following ingredients: beef, calf heart, calf liver, sweetbread, calf brains, bone marrow. It was usually flavored with salt and pepper, perhaps a bit of onion and hot sauce. The best results, it should shimmer for or 2 to 3 hours on the trail. Oh, there was no waste. Every part of an edible animal might become grub for cowboys.
Isn't that crazy? They put the brains in there. That sounds kind of gross to me.
Bro,
No.
I'm.
Yeah. No, thank you. Did you guys see at the very bottom of the back? It says a little one and it says a heavy black cast iron pot with a lid. That's talking about that Dutch oven. Did you notice the one here? That means that there's a footnote, and that footnote tells us the definition of Dutch oven. That's what that is. So if you look at the picture, you see those big pots and they're dark, they're like black. Those are Dutch ovens, okay? And then I wanted to tell you what sweetbread is because you might think, oh, that sounds like a donut or a pastry. Oh, no. Sweetbread means the pancreas of a cow. So
What's
the
a pancreas?
pancreas is an organ like a liver or stomach, something like that, but it's called a pancreas. That's the organ that processes our urine. And so they use that organ in their food, and that's pretty gross to me, but that's what a sweetbread is. So don't let the name fool you, okay? This is for cowboy days, right? We still have some cowboys out there that do that, but not like in the Old West. The Old West was when America was just getting started, like in the 1500s, a long time ago. So they don't really travel like this anymore or eat those kinds of things anymore as far as cowboys go. But all right, so what we're gonna do now is work on our outline first. And remember, every sentence is a line still. Okay, we're going to do something different next week, but this week it's every sentence again is going to go on our outline. So I'm going to have Malia start us off. The first sentence goes with Roman numeral one. Okay, Jonah, don't forget that. So the first sentence, what should we put on our outline for that, Malia?
Um, Cowboys,
Yeah.
and then can we just say like Cowboys West were like and then put tough?
And I think we could do Old West because they're capitalized. So that's the name of like that area. So
Mm.
I would say for that, we can count that as one. So let's put Old West. And then I agree, the word tough. So we have Cowboys, Old West, tough. That was pretty easy. Okay, when you're ready, Elizabeth, you can do the next sentence. That has more to it, so we'll have to figure out how we can put that one on here. What can we do for the second sentence?
We can put like a lot of, what is it? We can put multiple sheep or cows.
Okay. For herds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then um, we can put like a line, a long line,
Yeah, I like that.
and then put distances.
Okay.
And then we can put um often lived trail, maybe.
Yeah, that might be too many words. So let's see. Maybe could we do a long line and remember that just means long distances, and then we can use um lived and trail. I think we need the word driving though too.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did. That just means they were riding behind the herds. Yeah. So, okay. What if we did, let's do driving, or actually, I'm going to put drove because it's going to be past tense and that'll help me remember. So they drove, and then I'm going to draw some sheep. I like that idea, and they're kind of fun to draw too. I'm just going to do two of them here. Okay, there's my sheep. They have long legs. Let me zoom in. Okay, drove, sheep. Let's do a long line with an arrow, and then lived trail. So that just means they drove their herds on a long distances and they lived on the trail. Good. And then Jonah, when you're done with that, do the next sentence. The next sentence starts with cowboys, but you're muted, so I can't hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
so this one is short. That means it's gonna be
It's
easy.
pretty easy, yeah.
How about we could draw like a guy with the cowboy hat,
Okay.
and then and 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 let's do um had on words, and then we could draw animals.
Yeah, I don't know if we need had. That's not really a keyword. What about own words, things?
On words, things.
Like draw a little cowboy. I like that idea. I'm gonna draw a guy with a little cowboy hat on if I can do that. Okay. And then own words, things. I like that. That's pretty good.
On words, things. So
Yeah.
words. Okay.
And then Malia, when you're done with that, go ahead and do the next one. It starts with, oh, this is gonna be easy one too. Cows were called critters.
I already know it.
You can keep going. If you guys are done and you want to keep going, you can keep going.
Okay. Okay. Cowboys.
Oh, wait, you're on this one. Right here. Cows were called critters. It's that one.
Oh. So cows. Sorry. Cows called and then critters.
Yes, there you go. That's an easy one. Cows
You
called.
reminded me. That's what I just did. Cows called critters.
That's easy, huh? That was an easy one.
Mine read.
And then Lizbeth, you get the next one about Waddy.
We can put Waddy and then another. And then for cowboy, I'm thinking of CB.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
okay.
or we can put Waddy, another cowboy, maybe? It's because I don't know what to put for name.
Hmm. Oh, maybe we don't need another. Maybe we do name instead. What if you did like Waddy name cowboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that one? Okay.
Hmm.
Waddy name cowboy. So that you could just
I
remember
did.
that. Oh, go
I
ahead.
did. Cowboys called Waddy.
Okay, that would work. Yep, that would work.
I'm kind of trying to do like the same thing as the cows called critter.
Yeah, you can do that. Except for when you go to write it, though, Jonah, you don't want to use called twice. You're gonna have to kind of think when you go to write it, think of a different way to say that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because that's something in writing we don't want to repeat the same words too many times. Okay, and Jonah, yours is the next one.
Yeah.
Food, about food right there.
Food was called Chuck. Food. Food called Chuck.
But we have another big word, chuck wagon. We're gonna need that one.
Oh wait, hold on.
It keeps going.
I thought it was like that comma was a period.
Oh yeah, no, it keeps going.
What? Hmm.
Could we do a symbol for called instead of doing called? Like, could we do something as like a symbol for
A
that?
phone, maybe. A phone. A phone.
A phone?
Yeah, because it's called phone. Calling.
I was thinking,
Ring, 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 ring.
you cracked me up, Jonah. I was thinking of like an equal sign. What if we did like food equal check?
Food equal Chuck. Okay,
Yeah.
you got that.
That's easier to draw than a phone. I don't know how to draw a phone.
Hmm. I think I get on the phone again. Hmm.
So, do you like that idea though? And then
Yeah.
we could say chuck wagon.
So
So we could do like food equal chuck and then the word chuck wagon.
food. Food. Uh, I'm trying to do like home. Ring, 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 ring. And phone.
Yeah, you could do that. But remember, don't use called again because you already used that. So when you go to write it, you'll have to think of a
Okay.
different
Okay.
way to say it. And then when you're ready, Malia, you'll do the next one. It starts with the Cowboys ate mostly beans, beef, and sourdough bread.
Welcome.
Uh-oh,
Jonas,
go somewhere.
I'm gonna take 5 and go get some water.
Okay, come right back.
Okay. Um, what sentence do I have?
You're gonna be the one. This is Cowboys ate mostly beans, beef, and sourdough bread.
Okay. Okay, Cowboys ate mostly beans, beef, and sourdough bread. Um, do you think maybe we? I think like we use the word cowboys a lot, so I think they will know what we're talking about.
I
So
like
maybe we
that.
can, yeah. So maybe we can just use like a C for it.
Okay. I like
And
that.
and then
Or we could circle it even,
and
huh?
then we can draw a Pac-Man.
Yes. Okay. Remember how we did that last year
Mhm.
for eat? I like that. That's easy to draw. Oops, there we go. So you can see that. Okay.
And then and how many we have? And then we can just say beans, beef, and sourdough.
Yes, I like it. Good job, Malia. Because we know sourdough is bread, so I don't think we need the word bread.
Mhm.
That's good. So she said, see, and maybe when you write this, like you said, we've already said cowboy a bunch of times. Maybe we use the word like they. They eat beans. So you don't have to say cowboy here when you write that sentence.
I
But I like
circled for the cowboy from the Roman numeral 1, and then I put it on the 6.
like that so you can remember.
Yeah,
Good idea.
yeah. Because what if they think it's the truck or a truck wagon?
Oh, true. Okay, good point. That's a good idea. That's a good tip. C equals cowboy.
Mm, I'm done.
Okay. Let's see whose turn. I think it's Lizbeth. I think it's your turn for number 7. So that one's gonna be the one about dried fruit and vegetables.
So what I think we should put is sometimes,
Okay.
and then we can put a lit like a little dot, and then put an arrow pointing at it for few,
Oh,
and
okay.
then or oh
Yeah.
no wait for little I mean for
Oh, for
little,
little? Okay.
and then we can put dried
Okay.
fruit, and then we can add a little um 4 dots that are little, and then on top of it we can put few, so then we can remember. And then for vegetables, we can put veg.
Okay. 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 So start with sometimes. And if you guys have something different, you can do something different here too. Sometimes, and I think you did a little dot for a little. That'll help us remember a little dried and fruit. And then she said 3 little dots, right, for few, and then veg.
I'm probably a little bit back.
But if you guys have a different way of doing it, that's okay.
Um,
Whatever you think works. And I'm going to have you do the last 2 sentences by yourselves, okay? So go ahead and do 8 and 9 and tell me when you're done with the last 2 sentences, okay?
Right here.
So go on.
Can you move your mouse?
Oh,
Oh, there you go. So, dot.
that's how Lizbeth wanted to do it. But like I said, if you want to do it different, you can. But go ahead and do 8 and 9 by yourself.
And little bit veg. Okay.
Okay.
Cardi's by yourself.
Yeah, you're going to do 8 and 9, okay, Jonah?
All right.
And give me a thumbs up when you're done.
Right. So, I'm on the last one right now.
Okay.
Hey, sir. We're done. I'm gonna do class. When you're done, well, yeah, I'm gonna do class. Yes.
Okay, good, Malia. What'd you put for 8 and 9?
For 8, I put because I asked, I thought that for a second, I thought it was a hard life, but they survived, and there were few fat cowboys. I thought that was a confined
Yeah.
sentence.
Oh, yeah,
So,
two separate ones.
so I didn't put a word that I should have put, but okay, I put hard for 8. I put hard life survived,
Okay.
and then for number 9, I put few fat cowboys.
Okay, cool. Is that what you had too, Lizbeth? Yeah. How about you, Jonah? Is that what you got too?
Nah, I think I got a tiny bit different.
I think I wasn't hearing. I'm not sure.
Oh,
it,
okay. Tell me what
it,
you got, Jonah.
it was hard life. C for cowboy. He survived,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and then mm, for number 9, they you fat C.
Okay. So it's a little different. That's okay. Good. All right. So now what we're going to do is get your page 2 ready, the second page of your line paper. So get that other page out. You're going to do Roman numeral 2 for homework. Okay. But I'm going to help you get started on writing your paper here. Actually, hold on. Let me look at the, yeah, we got some time. Okay. So go ahead and put your name and date here. 9/24. And this time you're going to leave a space for the title. If you type your paper, that's okay. You can type it later. Okay. That's if you don't type and you want to handwrite it, you can handwrite it here. But we're going to leave a space because you're going to have a checklist this week. And the title rule is on your checklist. So we want to wait till the very end to make your title. So leave a space. And then let's look at Roman numeral 1. And Lizbeth, look at Roman numeral 1, and what do you think we should write for a sentence for that one? For Roman numeral 1 here, Cowboys, Old West, tough. How can you make that into a sentence?
Cowboys from the Old West were tough.
Yeah, I like that. If you guys have something different, write your sentence, but don't forget to do a two-finger space, like skip a line and then move over a little bit because we're going to indent for the paragraph. Cowboys in the old, and make sure you capitalize those, were tough, period. You already wrote that, Elizabeth? That was quick. Okay, Jonah, what about this one? Number 1, regular one. Drove. There were sheep that we drew, long lived trail. What do you think we should put for that one?
They drove their sheep and and lived. They drove their sheep along and lived on the trail.
They drove their sheep along and lived on the trail. That works. If you guys have a different way of putting it, you can make your own sentence here, okay? So I'm going to write Jonah's sentence. And make sure you guys skip lines. Don't forget that. They drove their sheep along and they lived on the trail. And if you guys want to do it different and use the word herds like they did in the story, that's okay too. Don't forget to double space. And then I'm going to stop right there because I want to look at the checklist with you before you go. So after you finish the writing that second sentence, get out your checklist because it has another dress up on it. Okay. I still see Malia and Lizbeth writing. So once you're done writing, get out your checklist. So everything on top is normal stuff. Don't forget the title though, because you're gonna give this a new title. Don't just call it Cow or Chuck Wagon Grub. You got to think of a different title using that rule. And then look here, you've got two paragraphs this week, and you have two dress ups. You have an ly adverb and a who which. Don't forget, those need to be in both paragraphs. So you need an ly in paragraph one and a who which in paragraph one, and an ly in paragraph two, or two, yeah, and who which in paragraph two. Okay, so one of each on those, and you're going to underline those. So this is something I like to do. If you look back on your checklist, I'm sorry, look at your keyword outline here. Is there a spot where you think you could put an ly adverb? Like just looking at your keywords here on your outline, do you see somewhere where you might be able to fit an ly adverb in there for when you write your sentence? Look at what you have here, and is there somewhere like maybe um um when you're talking about how cows were called critters, you could say something like um cows were strangely called critters. You could use that word strangely there. That might be a good ly word because that's not something we call cows. We don't call them critters. Is there another place where you see maybe you could use an ly? Maybe like here, number 6, cowboys usually ate beans, beef, and sourdough. That might be a good spot. So what you could do is put usually here in the margin, just as a little note for yourself. So when you get to that sentence here, you can go, oh yeah, okay, I have usually. I could use that for my ly adverb. So it's okay to take notes in the margin of your keyword outline to help you think of a spot for a dress up. And then you'll think of a spot for a who which too. Actually, that would be good to think of a spot for a who which. Anyway, we're out of time. So what you're going to do for your homework is finish Roman numeral 2. You got to do the second paragraph. That's the one with the gross stuff in it. So you're going to finish paragraph 2, finish your outline, and then you're going to write 2 paragraphs, okay? Using your outline here and your checklist. And then you have your grammar pages. You guys have any questions about your homework? Nope. Awesome job, you guys. I'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.